Hi friends, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be showing you how to make pattern number 15 from the legendary Irish Crochet book. It's only the last row that requires padding cord. If you don't want to use padding cord, you don't know how to, don't worry about it. I'm going to show you an alternative if you don't want to use padding cord. The pattern looks something like this. I am going to put it in the left hand corner so you can follow along with me. And the book is here. This is the book that we're using. I am using a 3.5mm crochet hook. I'm using some bright orange padding cord so that you can see what I'm doing, and I'm using my green yarn as overlay. I hope that you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. So we're going to go ahead and secure our yarn. Go ahead, chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And we're going to slip stitch or single crochet in that first chain space, like that. Now, traditionally we would start to single crochet in the center, but this pattern, it is a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and we are going to single crochet in the center. So we're going to work petals into these spaces here. We need 6 petals in total. So we're going to repeat this 5 more times. 1, 2, 3. In the center, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. In the center, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. In the center, single crochet. So I've got 4 so far. 1, 2, 3. Single crochet. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one. Single crochet. Now we're going to work petals into these spaces now. Now I am going to add a slip stitch before we start to follow the pattern on the left. I just find that it defines the petals a lot more. So I slip stitched in to that space there. Then I'm gonna single crochet. Then I'm gonna half double crochet. And then we're gonna drop 3 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, half double crochet, single crochet, and then I'm gonna do a slip stitch, which is not shown in the pattern there. I just find that adding a slip stitch separates the petals more, and we're going to repeat this pattern in all of the remaining 5 spaces. So I'm going to do one more with you, then I'm going to whiz around. So I've slip stitched, I have single crocheted, I've half double crocheted, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch. So your petals should be looking something like this. I'm going to crack on in the remaining 4, and I'm going to meet you back when I get to here. So if you're following along, please pause here. So I'm coming up to the end. I am going to just slip stitch into the first petal there just to balance the work out. So your first round should be looking something like this. Let's go ahead and work the next round. But before we start the next round, we need to make back posts to work the petals into. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Turn your work around, and we're going to make back posts by slip stitching or single crocheting in between these 2 petals here. So the back post is right there, and I'm just gonna single crochet into it. Repeat that all the way around until you've got 6 of these spaces to work petals into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last one. And now I am going to go ahead and slip stitch into the first chain 5 space again, just to like even the work out. So we've now got 6 back posts that we're going to work our next round of petals into. Turn your work back around and let's start working in these petals now. What we're going to do is go into the first chain space by slip stitching. We're going to do a single crochet, a half double crochet, 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half double crochet, single crochet, slip stitch. The work should be looking something like that. So I'm going to go into the next back space, do a slip stitch as always, single crochet, half double crochet, 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, half double crochet, single crochet, and a slip stitch. So we've got 2 back petals there now. I'm going to go ahead and finish the remaining 4, and I'm going to meet you when I get back around here so that we could talk about the last row, which requires a padding, Irish crochet padding. If you don't want to use the padding, I'm going to show you another way to override the padding and get the same result, so stick around. I am going to go ahead and slip stitch just into this first petal space, and your work should be looking something like this. We're now going to work the last row of detail by adding in the padding. Now, if you don't want to add on the padding, that's okay. Chain like 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what you're going to do is you're going to make back posts just like we did for these 2 rounds. You're going to do that all the way around. When you get back to here, you're simply going to place 17 single crochets in this chain around this to add the last bit of detail and the picot stitch right here. But I'm following the pattern, so I am going to show you how to add in your padded cord. So you're just going to pass the padding cord through our work, and how we're going to do that is go through it, grab your whichever colour it is that you're using, and literally just loop it through like that. There, that's now looped and attached. Now I am using a bright orange because just for demo purposes I want you to see what I'm doing, but the chances are you should be using a padded cord the same colour as your yarn. Padded cord always is on the inside. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet around this. We have some in-depth videos explaining padded cord if you want to check those out, but we're going to do 9 single crochets around the padding cord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we're going to chain 3 and we're going to slip stitch into these 2 chains here to make a picot stitch like that. And now we're going to do 8 single crochets. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's attach this onto our work. And we're going to do that literally just by slip stitching. I'm bringing the padding cord with me, so I'm just going to slip stitch around the padding cord like that. And that's what your work should be looking like. Nice little bit of detail there. I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to crack on and get the rest complete and show you what the finished result looks like. So again, padding cord on the inside, 9 single crochet around the padding cord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chain 3 and slip stitch into the first chain to make a picot stitch, and now 8 single crochet in the same chain, sorry, on the padding cord. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now let's attach this to the work by going in with a slip stitch, but again, bringing the padding cord with us. Just going to slip stitch around it like that. It adds a really nice, beautiful back detail to the piece, to the flower. Makes it look very nice and different. This would look very nice on like a Irish crochet cardigan, a tablecloth, or a throw, or even a scarf, because you could work a mesh on these bits here, and this flower would really pop in the center. So I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll be back to show you the final result. So if you are following along, as always, you must pause here, please. So I'm just adding the last bit of detail in. This single crochet space is quite loose, so I'm just going to pull it a little bit and just make it a little bit more sturdy. So I'm going to drop my single crochet in this space here. Again, give that a little bit of a pull, and your work should be looking something like this. Such a beautiful 3D piece. Now, to wrap up the work and to finish it, you'd cut your padding cord and your yarn about there, and you'd weave it in. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm only making this motif for demo purposes, and I don't waste yarn. So this is pattern number 15. Pattern number 16 is going to be coming soon. I am indeed going through the entire Irish crochet book to bring the patterns to life and show you how to make them. So please like, comment and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to, but it means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye bye.